story. Yeah, let's welcome Samuel Dunsiger to the stage.
Wait, that light is blinding me. So I'm gonna put these down here. So first off, I want to mention that I stutter. I have a speech disability, so I just ask that you all please bear with me. And if you have plans tomorrow, I suggest you cancel them. So the story that I want to share goes back several years ago when I was actively dating, and I was on pretty much every dating platform imaginable. I was on Hinge, I was on Bumble, OkCupid, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Craigslist, Kijiji. And I was looking for my future wife. And as you can probably tell from literally everything about me, I do not meet women very often. And so I was on OkCupid, and this was 2014, and I met a girl. Online. I'm gonna give her a fake name. So let's call her Colleen. Are there any Colleens in the audience? I sincerely hope not. So Colleen and I start chatting online, and we hit it off. So we decide to go out. And now, just to share some context, I have severe social anxiety, and it's like being a human contradiction. I love people, but I'm scared shitless by you guys. So that's some context, and I'm gonna get into my date with Colleen, and I call it the date that never ended, and not in the good way. So anyways, this goes back to winter of 2014, and it's the middle of February, and so one snowy evening, we decide to meet up for coffee at Aroma Espresso Bar at Yonge and Eglinton, and it was awkward as hell. I was like a chipmunk that wanted to crawl back into its little hole, and I'm just sitting there, quietly sipping my London tea fog latte, not knowing what to say. I literally say the words, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to say," for 20 minutes straight. And one excruciating hour later, we decide to part ways. No chemistry and absolutely no indication that we're gonna see each other again. So I head back to Eglinton Station, and of course there she was on the subway platform. And so I was telling myself, like, please don't make eye contact, please don't make eye contact, please don't make eye contact. But of course, I made eye contact. It's like when you keep like mentally telling yourself like not to look, you're going to look. And so of course I made eye contact, and so there's no avoiding her now. And so I say something stupid like, oh, like fancy meeting you here, or oh hey, like long time no see. And so we went on the subway together, both heading north, and we're both not really talking to each other or even acknowledging each other's existence. And so, have you ever sat next to someone you've already said bye to after going on a date with them, like knowing there's no future? Please don't, it's awkward. But hey, like at least I technically got a second date. And then, of course, there's a delay. Because we can always rely on the TTC to fuck up our lives, at the worst possible moment. And so the subway was short turning at York Mills, and it was winter, so we took shelter inside Tim Hortons. I got a hot chocolate, and to be polite, I asked her if she wanted something too, and she got a hot chocolate too. So maybe there is hope after all. Unlikely though. And we still needed to get home. So I called my dad who came to pick me up. And again, trying to be polite, I asked her if she wanted to ride home. I didn't think she would, but surprisingly, she said yes. So there I am, sitting in the car with my dad, and some random girl that I didn't think I'd ever see again. My dad introduced himself to my non-future wife. And after that, the car was silent. But I can see my dad looking at me through the rear view. But I can see my dad looking at me through the rear view window, smiling and nodding his head, being like, yes, son, good job. That car ride lasted 15 minutes, but it felt like a lifetime. And then finally we got to Colleen's house, and we dropped her off. Now, don't read this anymore. Now you're probably thinking, this girl and I shared a wonderful TTC delay together. For Christ's sake, she met my dad. We definitely got married. Right? Nope. I never saw this girl again. That was just an incredibly long, brutal, and awkward date. But that was in 2014. Now that's 2022. I am happy to report that I did find my future wife, who was sitting somewhere here in the front. It's too dark to see. And we have survived numerous TTC delays together. Thank you very much.